At the far end of the peninsula, we pulled up to Mr. Larsen's residence, against the backdrop of leaden clouds above the broken mirror of the sea. We looked up to an edifice towering over a manicured landscape the size of our lake. The house looked like a shiny white sea beast crawling ashore. The beast was caged, though. A heavy black gate kept us from walking straight to the front door. "I hope you have a solid plan," I said. "People rarely appreciate unknown, unannounced visitors to their home on a Sunday. Not if they come to ask them to risk their livelihood or even their freedom." That mischievous look again. How can anyone resist going on a questionable adventure with such a package of charm? "Oh, but I will give them good reasons. Watch and learn, girl." One wink and all my objections melted away. I pressed the button on the intercom. "Hello?" A high-pitched voice sounded from within the white beast. "Good day, madam," I said. "We're looking to speak with Mr. Larsen, if you'd be so kind." "Do you have an appointment?" Loki pushed me aside and said, "You can tell your master it's in his best interest to hear our proposition." As from the "tell your master" moment, I tried to pull him away, but I was a little too weak and a little too late. "I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Larsen isn't available. Please call his personal assistant. She'll be back in business tomorrow." Loki's demeanor shifted. "Miss, cut the crap. Open the gates and inform your master I expect to see him." I placed a sharp elbow in his unsuspecting side, causing the half-god to look at me in genuine surprise. "What?" "Loki, she's never gonna let us in that way," I whispered. "Why not?" "First, because you expose her inferiority by asking for her master. And that's not how we talk about employers anymore. Also, you sound like a madman, a stranger making silly demands at their fortified gate. Is this your plan? Are you out of your mind? You give them plenty of reason to call the police, and none to let us in." Loki just smiled, which brought my frustration to a boiling point. Meanwhile, the intercom started to beep. The master's subordinate must have had enough. Loki pressed the button again, grasping my wrist in a firm grip when I tried to stop him. "Sir," the white beast's inside came back through, "I urge you to leave now. Mr. Larsen is not available." Contemplating to either bite off Loki's finger on the intercom or to keep the lid on my boiling anger and accept this was a lost cause, I opted for the latter. I took a step aside, ready to walk back to our getaway car. "Servant," Loki hissed to the beast behind my back, "I urge you to look out the window now. I urge you to make your master available now." "Are you fucking kidding?" I yelled while turning around to Loki again, but my words shattered in the explosion of a BMW that was innocently sitting on the driveway behind the gate. Now it was a black carcass sizzling in a blazing fire. Loki looked at me, amused glitter in his eyes. The speaker on the gate exclaimed indistinguishable sentences, probably to summon other people in the beast's belly into action. The voice came back to address us. An octave higher than before, it said, "I call the police!" "Yeah, you do that and I'll set the house on fire." What is it you want?" "Woman, don't you listen? I want an audience with your master. If you don't open this bloody gate right now, I will blow that one up too." No response. But after half a minute, the gate moved with a buzz. Loki nodded and gestured for me to follow him. I woke up from my freeze and caught up with him. Loki strolled his way to the front door as if he was taking a walk in the park. When we passed the corpse of the BMW, I couldn't help but admire the efficacy of Loki's extreme measures. He had a plan after all.